ep1, and this is a somewhat of a short update. I really don't have a whole lot on Alfred. I had treatment yesterday, so usually when I have treatments I don't do a whole lot afterwards because it pretty much just kind of drains me, but I did get the pants and shoes finished. I think it was the last video, I think it was Steve from Minions Model Garage asked if I tried using these Colors through an airbrush. So when I went to paint the pants, I thought, well, now's a good time to give it a try. So the pants I airbrushed, and it works out just fine. I didn't have any issues whatsoever running Color through an airbrush. I didn't have to add any kind of additives. All I used to thin it was just plain old water, and they sprayed just fine. I didn't have to add any flow aid. I didn't add any retarder. Just plain old water, and the tip never dried on me. It just kept chugging away. So yeah, they work out good in an airbrush. Really good. I sprayed at 30 pounds. That's what I always spray at. And well, actually 27 pounds because my brush uses 3 pounds. If you're new to my channel, I use a Pache H. It's a single action, but it does super for everything I do. So this is all I need, and this is all I plan on ever using. That was it as far as ratio, as far as thinning the Color. I really couldn't tell you because I don't measure. I just mix up the colors and put a toothpick in it, and when I pull it out and it drips off of the toothpick in about a second, then I'm usually pretty close and I have no issues spraying. So that's what I did with the Color. The two colors that I used to paint as blue jeans was this cerulean blue and a little bit of the Prussian blue to get the blue jean color. And then, as I said, I sprayed it on, easy peasy. When it was dry, I went back, took that same mix of those two blues, added a little titanium white, took my airbrush and put in all the faded areas on his blue jeans, like the top of the thighs, the knees, crotch, around the pockets, of course the cuffs, and then on the back pockets I put a little bit of fade in there. And then when that was all dry, I dull coated it. And I took some more of the titanium white again. This time I dry brushed it using a wide brush to add just a little bit more. I thought I didn't get enough with the airbrush, so I just took my wide brush and did a little bit more dry brushing on top of the knees and the thighs and crotch, pockets, back pockets, cuffs, and got them looking a little bit more to where I was a little bit more faded, to where I was happy with that. And hit it with dull coat again, and that was the pants. Oh, I forgot. Let me go back before I hit that last thing of dull coat. I added some Army Paint or dark ink to the folds right here and here, and some dark ink around the top of the cuffs to kind of give the cuffs a little dimension, a little depth here, as far as the separation between the cuff and the pants. And I did do that, and then I dull coated it, and then that was it. When the dull coat was all dry, I took my black chalk and my gray chalk and kind of dusted the pants around the top of the legs, around the butt, around back here, back of the legs, just to kind of give it a little bit of weathering, a little bit of, I guess, dirt or wear, I guess. So that's the pants. Now the shoes, those are vermilion red and titanium white. I put on the white first, lighter colors first. So I put on the light first, the white, Now the titanium white doesn't cover very well, not like the other regular colors. It took a couple coats and it still wasn't covering that primer gray. So you might want to watch that. So what I did is I took my Americana white and added it over the titanium white, and then that covered the gray right up. And then when that was all said and done, as far as putting the red and white on, I did the eyelets on the shoes with the Prismacolor marker. I'll have to go over it again because when I dull coated it, it kind of dulled down the Prismacolor marker, but we'll do those eyelets again to brighten them up. When that was all done, I dull coated the shoes, and I went over the shoes with gray and black chalk. Dusty them up, kind of fade them up, get them a little dirty kind of deal there. So just like I did the pants. So that is the sneakers, that's the pants. So yeah, so far so good, no issues. So our next step is going to be the sweater. And for his sweater, we're going to use a crimson red for the base color, which is a dark red. And then we're going to probably dry brush some scarlet red over that to give the sweater a little bit of depth, kind of like we did the pants, so he doesn't look so two-dimensional, just by using a single color on the sweater. And then, got the camera too low. And then we'll do the head last, and I haven't decided yet whether we're going to use a Vallejo flesh tone or the Cinecolor flesh tone. I think they call it flesh tint. Haven't decided yet, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. But our next step is a sweater. So that is the story on Alfred. Pretty cool. No issues with the guy. Alright, short update. That's it for now. And then the next update, the sweater should be done. And then the head will be the last thing we do. And be all cool. Alright guys, take care. We'll see you in the next update.